Ladies and gentlemen, I am the War Boss Squee, and we're playing Pillars of Eternity. And there is a cowled man here. I wonder if we should be talking to him or not. Actually, there's a whole bunch of these guys. What the hell? Us, we're just minding our own business. Yeah, I believe that. Cowled woman. Medrith says job. Who's Medrith? An elf idles by the road, watching the village across the river. He nods as you approach, and the cowled figure standing near him falls silent.
Hello.
Greetings, friend. I heard of you. Word has it you've been busy in Defiance Bay. I'm busy too, and eager to finish my business and get back to the city. What business is that? Have you heard there's a murderer on the loose, said to have gone mad with grief and strangled a dozen healthy children when her own was hollowborn? Nods at the figures with him. We've come all the way from Defiance Bay to bring her to justice. She's here. She's hiding out in the village. We're going after her ourselves. The problem is she knows our faces. There's no telling what she'd do if we saw us coming. We'd like to avoid any further unnecessary bloodshed. Her name's Nefri. She's an Orlan. We get her out of town so we can deal with her cleanly. She knows what we're looking for. But if someone were to convince her that it was safe to leave... Okay. I wish I had a higher intelligence. I could draw her out. She won't know you. It'll be simple. Have a few questions, though. Okay, now. Cat and mouse is our quest. Ah, here we go. Murdered, killed dozens of children. I think I would have heard about that. Ah, it kind of looks like a church. Weapons, shields, and armor with the property is fine, exceptional, superb. Grant bonuses to bait collection and all damage reduction. Oh, this is a nice looking church. Ah, can't steal from you. Oh, that's sad. Okay, just a bunch of stuff that's been donated.
I already told you what. I'm sorry. I thought you were one of those ruffians.
Poor fellow, that looks painful. Kind of frowns, his brow knitting. It's a sorry deed, striking a priest.
How may I help you?
What happened to you?
I never saw their faces. Strange hooded men asking about those ruins. Cleoban Relag. Most of the brigands who come through here asking about the ruins are looking for a few ancient trinkets. But these people knew the name. They were in a hurry.
What, you know that's exactly what I'm looking for?
They wanted to know where Cleoban Relag was. I tried to keep it from them, but I couldn't hold out forever. I don't know what they were up to, but it can't be good.
It does sound like the leaden key, doesn't it? So nothing to help you with? Tell me, can you tell me where to find the ruins?
Father tried the gods. The ruins will kill anyone who trespasses there. They'll retaliate against us too. History is any indication. We've had too many fortune seekers stir up trouble of late. If I'm to tell you, I'll need to know your reason for wanting to go.
Dangerous plot is unfolding and I've got to stop it.
If that's the case, then we may already have trouble headed our way. I'll have to take you at your word. You'll find Cleoban Relag here. Whatever trouble you find there, please end it quietly and try to stay out of the ruins.
This is the Temple of Barath. What can you tell me about Barath? Barath is the most universal of all the gods. It oversees portals and cycles of all kinds of life and death itself. Under Barath, an ending is merely a passage to another beginning. I thought Aethys was like a cycle of life and death. Barath has many representations of its time and across cultures. Around the Deerwood, you'll commonly see it depicted as the Pallid Knight or the Usher. The Glass Fountains, however, know as fuck you, I don't speak Welsh. Thanks. Well, tell me more about Deerford. Folk here tend to be keeping themselves, as they do in most towns this deep in the Deerwood. They're suspicious of travelers, but with all the brigands and refugees moving through the area, who can blame them? Alright. Hello, Selby. Oh, cool. So, Jira caught up with the con men. The secret society known as the Morning Circle repeatedly eluded Jira's pursuit. As soon as Jira discovered their latest location, they would have begun the process of moving to a new town. It turned out the Morning Circle had an extensive spy network at their disposal. Eventually, Jira managed to capture a senior member of the group who was more than willing to give up information on her brothers and sisters. In an Ends Road charnel house, Jira and trusted soldiers of the Manham family confronted and killed most of the cult's leaders. Though some members of the group escaped, the Earl of Hellsgate, Freya Manham, was confident their power in the Deerwood was broken. And we got money, experience, and mourning gloves. Grants denial on kill. +5 to all defenses for 20 seconds. Grants anger, +10 attack speed. Bargaining, +10 concentration, +15 interrupt. -1 resolve, which is kind of a big deal. And acceptance, +15. It's 5 of this, however many stages of grief. That is fucking hilarious. Cool. That actually went really cool. I like it. So, Endolado was working again. It was literally working again by the time I had finished that episode, and as I would start getting anything uploaded. So, it's kind of cool. I don't know why it does that sometimes. You know, what happens if I head north from here? Those would be the ruins we don't want to go to right now. And just to check, those are the ruins that we want to go to, right? Yep. That's definitely a place that we need to go. Probably don't want to, though. Hello. What do you want? What are the odds? Stuck in this backward, only meet the famed champion of Defiance Bay. Brath's wheel brings mercy today indeed. Perhaps you could help. I don't suppose you saw a young elven noblewoman on the road? I'm stuck in this wretched place with the rest of my unit until we find her. Nope. Same as everyone else in this blazing village. Perhaps you should speak with Lord Harond in the inn anyway. We're grateful for the assistance, and it would be the locals. Could be the locals open up to you about his daughter's disappearance more than they have to us. Huh. Do we have another quest? Okay, so we got villagers. Piglets. More villagers.
Keep it quiet.
I could steal it. Nobody sees me, but not my thing. Yeah, with first arms and armory, that could be useful. Or at least I think I could sell some of the stuff I have.
Gods keep you.
Haven't seen you before, always got to see a new face in town. Company's good for business and chatter's good for the soul, that's what I always say. Anyway, what can I do for you? What do you got? Tall grass. Two-handed pike, increased reach, exceptional, predatory, and overbearing. That's expensive as fuck. The Hours of St. Rumbert. Oh, it's a great sword. I was going to say 1623 slash pierce damage. Increase the crit damage multiplier. Crits can inflict prone. It's accurate 3 with plus 12 accuracy and 15% damage. I don't know how that works. Doing rod. Shooting spear. It's pretty cool looking. Crushing lash. Wait, crushing lash? I don't think that's the thing I can enchant. It's pretty cool looking. Fine crossbow, blah blah blah. Mosquito. Unique rapier, one-handed. Fast, strong interrupt, 15, 25. 10 to 15 pierce damage, plus 4 actually, plus 15 damage. Plus 20% of damage restored as endurance, minus 5 concentration. Huh. That might not be a bad thing to get for Arutha. Damage reduction 6. Plus 2 damage. It's fine. Plus 2 athletics. That's pretty cool. Boots of Zealous Command. Only usable by Paladin, which I haven't gotten one of yet. Voice of the Mountaintop, plus 20% area chant area effect. You know what? That's cheap. We're just going to buy it. Screw it. Why not? I don't know if I have anything worth selling to replace it. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of grimoires I need to take a look at. Alright, let's see. Sell one of the plates. I'm gonna break it. I'll keep the rest of it. Just in case, you never know. Think I actually made money off that or something like that. Regardless, Kana, I have a toy for you. Plus RI reflex, which I believe adds to yeah. Hold on a second. Alright, so his deflection is 74. That didn't change at all. What's that give him? Max endurance bonus. I think we're going to put that on you. No, I rather like having the cloak. It offsets that sword's penalty. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just stash it for now. Well, that was a fun little trip. Totally worth it. Ooh, what's in the box? Nah. Booze. Booze or drugs, not sure which. Grieving mother. Woman looks briefly through you as though she doesn't know you're there. This middle-aged peasant woman is dressed in a brown leather cloth. Dressed in a brown leather cloth. What the fuck kind of writing is that? Draped down to her knees. Her hands are working at separating stringy colors vegetables in a pile before her, stripping the heads off the long fibrous stems with a paring knife. She discards the stems one by one, placing the heads of the vegetables into a small cradle-like basket in front of her. She doesn't greet any of you as you approach. You're not sure she even knows you're there. Excuse me. The woman doesn't respond as she keeps stripping the heads from the vegetables with a steady rhythm. She may be deaf. There's no indication she heard you. Study the woman. At first glance, she seems nothing more than a middle-aged woman, unremarkable, maybe less stern than most, who seems more focused on the weaving in her lap than her surroundings. Yet you suddenly notice she's not stripping the vegetables before her any longer. She's weaving. and the vegetable pots are now missing. She still pays you no mind, her brown locks torn and snagged from lack of washing, like many of the townsfolk you've seen. There's a strange blur to her. Even the motion of her hands seem to be playing with threads that lack color and a shape that lacks interest. Maybe that she's half-minded or deaf, but something feels wrong. As you watch, her knitting takes on an odd cadence, and you have a terrible suspicion that something lurks beneath what your eyes are showing you. Focus on her. Her brown hair is long, almost impossibly to the length of her hands. As you follow the stream of her locks downward, the hairs become long and black, splitting off into threads of black and silver and wrapping around her hands. She is forming a soul cradle with the threads, braiding a net in front of you, each finger long and sharp like a series of knitting needles, almost hypnotic. The silver and black strands of her hair weaving together, with silver predominant as a highlight, the black shadowing it. And suddenly you are calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath the clear sky. Beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest hazy with mist, although whether it is actual mist or distance or recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arch above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention, as if looking down on you and the events unfolding before you. The plateau is soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different. Not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contours have changed along with your surroundings. And you hear a soft series of chimes, like wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts like mist roiling softly in a sealed chamber, and focus on the chimes. The chimes coax you deeper into the memory. You're certain it's a memory, a warm one. You're on the stones of the plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Adra. The plateau is formed of it, glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists, and your hands. Your hands are in motion. Weaving, not thread, but gathering tenderly, moving along the first movements of Brath's wheel. Your hands are wet. Your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child. And you can feel the crowning of a tiny head turning in your grip, its head slick wet from the womb. The hands you are wearing, inhabiting, have done this many times, and they're practiced and confident. You feel distant pains of your own head as the head emerges, a stream of fluid from the womb helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman's laboring breath crying out. I actually played midwife to my own wife back in September when our daughter was born a month early in my hallway. I rent this house. I don't think I'm getting that deposit back. Let's focus on the child, the movement of your hands. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear, cutting through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they're coming from, but they are close, and they're meant as a comfort. Of that you are certain. Draw the child forth. And coaxed by your hands, every movement causing the chimes to sound again. Almost eagerly the child comes forth, and as it does, your hands are in motion. Weaving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope. Now an umbilical cord from the legs of a naked woman before you. You're holding a small child, still wet from the womb before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the ringing of chimes echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges as if you were viewing a soul from within a soul, but it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping as at her first cry her hands reach out for it. Surrender the child. You surrender the child to her, something you've done many times before. And as your hands move, the chimes echo their movement, and you realize the chimes are hanging from cords on your wrists. And where they once echoed in the memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. The chimes are intended to welcome the child, be its first gentle greetings into the world. A soothing sound, guided by a tender motion of your wrists. You're helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, and the experience. The woman laughs with a ragged joy, laughing from a long parched throat. Her emotions seem soothed, but the physical demands of labor have left her exhausted. But the child is here, the child is safe. All atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distant, filtering out as the memory persists. Alright, let's get out of this memory. With effort, the scene bleeds of color, and your mind becomes your own again. There is no pull, no anchor, yet the sound of the chimes remains as they exist in the memory. They sound here as well, and they are still hanging from the woven braids on the wrists of the woman before you. Even as your head is spinning from the touch of her mind, the sound of the chimes on her wrists is sharp and clear, as if coaxing you back to the real world. This is really involved. The woman sits before you, but she's nothing like what you first saw. She's wearing black shredded garments that drape over her form like streamers. Her hair is streaks of black that run through with silver. Her age is impossible to tell. She simply feels old like a crumbled watchtower. As she lifts her head to face you, you see her hair is draped across the front of her face like a veil. What you first saw of her was a mental glamour of some sort. It's unconscious. You realize what you see is not what you see is not what the world sees, and you're perhaps the first person to see her true self. Still, you don't sense a threat in the realization. If anything, you feel a sense of relief from the figure. You can hear her thoughts, and she's glad to be at last seen. Who are you?
I am seen, but the eyes of others do not remember. You were the first to see me as I am, the call stripped aside.
There's a light touch on your mind. A caress on her left hand mirrors the motion of the touch, reaching up to the air between you. You hear the chime on her wrist sound softly. Her hand moves as if pantomiming, resting on your cheek at a distance, and she speaks softly and slowly. Is she a fucking cipher or something?
Your memories. Cadence of wheels on a caravan track. Fever. Questions by running water. Violence in a night's campfire. Arrows in the dark. And fleeing. Falling rock and cracking stone. And a storm. The storm.
Yeah, she's a cipher.
The storm that brushed you. Did its screaming wake you from your mind's cradle? Your memory of it is painful. Its cry is difficult to ignore. It's like a child. Many children crying out.
According to Baywick, yes, and it did something to me. Her hand withdraws shyly, the chime sounding softly once again. The woman stands uncertainly as she's been sitting for some time or is too weak to bear her own weight. You notice her cheekbones are tight, her face gaunt. While her stance is weak, she seems determined to stand before you.
You are able to see me.
It's almost a question. You suddenly realize that she doesn't seem to know what you saw when you looked at her. The image on the plateau, yet the image is so clear, so sharp, you're surprised she didn't feel you there.
To see you is a rare gift. A watcher's gift.
I've never been able to do that with a living person except with you.
So many questions, thoughts, whirling like storm winds. That storm still roars through you, deep beneath your thoughts, yet muted in secret, like an underground river. You cannot tell if it is carving new channels, or eroding what keeps your true strength buried.
Oh, that's a lovely option.
The fact that you could hear it at all, survive it, is something few have ever done. Your power will grow stronger with each soul you touch, as it allowed you to reach out to mine.
There's a silence. Although it seems to last but for a heartbeat in your thoughts, it stretches out between the two of you like a pull between your minds. You blink, take a breath, and then you realize that she wants to ask you a question, yet can't form the words, as if assembling them is painful, or there are simply not enough pieces. Do you wish to travel with me? You feel a wave of fear gusted with the strength of relief, although oddly her expression does not change. Then fear dissipates and you feel strength and certainty, as if the plateau from her memory lies beneath you, and a calm sky looks down upon you. Yeah, grieving mother, she's a cipher. Huh. I need to start getting her some more experience. I'm going to leave you here for now. And that gives us a new quest, Dreams and Memory. Learn of her past. Well, that was completely unexpected. Hello. Potions for sale, potions and ow. Oh.
Hello.
A young woman leans against the wagon. One arm and side of her face are covered in bandages with raw, rippled flesh showing beneath. A minty, tangy scent wafts from her dressings. She smiles painfully. Just ventured into town. About to dry out some of my stocks, but you're welcome to have a look-see. How'd you get burned? By the flame. How bad does it look? Just say it. I know you'll tell me straight. Surprised you got... Looks like it hurts. It's a mighty soft way of putting it. Keep an eye on a drake's nest east of town at Deerford Crossing. Beast stayed just long enough to lay a clutch and moved on. I think the Sky Mother wasn't a full-grown dragon. Fresh eggs are much more useful than the ones that get passed between emergence or left in nests for weeks or more. That clutch looked to be at its peak. Thought I'd see about getting an egg. I didn't realize so much of them had already hatched. Or that young worms are so territorial. What's so special about the eggs? One of the strongest Honix known to Kith. If you leave out Caro Golan, of course. Not saying I should take that. But dragon eggs are known to make Kith bold, purposeful. Some even think they'll protect from Biwex. All I know is everyone's pine antler potion is made from dragon eggs. The damn roads can't reach any of my supplies. Or suppliers, so I'm stuck with whatever I can scrounge up in the wood. Deer cap, river reed, and the like. I can get an egg for you. Sure hope you're not leading me on. I don't think I can stand getting burned again. If you really mean to go after, I'll certainly pay. Just remember, big as they are, dragon eggs are fragile. There's a lot more I can do with a whole one.
Hail, traveler.
I'll go to Orlin. Did see an Orlin lady head into the Draco Gin just the other day. Don't know what her name was, but she was acting real sneaky like. What's wrong with the roads? Brigands, looters, you name it. Guys may be hollowing out our babies, but it's grown folk that's rubbing out the rest of us. People are scrambling to Defiance Bay because they hear there's healthy births there. All those refugees and abandoned homes attract desperate sorts like flies on dog shit. What do you have to sell? Let's see. Nothing I particularly want. Okay, so that's another new quest. 'Cause God knows we don't have enough of those.
That's fragrant.
Oh yeah, same thing for that. Alright, I think this is the end we're looking for. Alright. You've got a name, let's talk to you.
I
Hail
just
and well
want to
met.
find her. Surely even you can understand that.
No, maybe not.
We're decent folk, my lord. Perhaps you should leave and check the wilds.
Huh.
How do you do?
I'll see where you travel these days. Something I can do for you? Let's talk about the noblemen. Folk around here are decent. They mind their own business. You want to stick your nose in? Go talk to him yourself. Oh, you're an asshole. Lord Herond. I think that's saying it right. The man wears 80er style robes, simple but elegant. His fine leather shoes look like they were made for padding around indoors, yet they're caked with mud. He takes out a lock of hair twined around his silk-gloved fingers. Fine features are etched with anxiety.
My child is out there. Do they not understand?
My lord, we're doing everything we can. Unfortunately, these villagers...
Beasts take them all. I don't care how you do it, but find her.
Your child is missing, I take it?
Yes, Lady Alice. My daughter.
It's almost like they just switched voice actors right there.
I've asked around, but nobody in this mud hole has any concerns beyond their swine. They turn my men away like beggars and seem downright pleased to be of no use. But you're not one of my soldiers. And you look like you're used to getting your hands dirty, if you don't mind my saying so.
My lord, if you find her, tell her I won't be upset with her. She can come back and all will be well. So make sure my alias, my child, is safe. At least, nothing in the world is more important to me. Let me ask you a few questions
Elise.
first. At
Of
least.
course.
Describe her. Striking young woman, bearing more resemblance to her mother than to me. She has auburn-haired, delicate, well-bred features. She must be, 28 or 29 now. Tell me about her disappearance. We stopped in Deerford for a few days. On our fourth evening here, I was making plans to continue our journey, but Lady Elise was feeling unwell and went to bed. When I retired a couple hours later, I found that she had vanished. None of my men had seen her go, and no one at the inn knew where she was. Since then, my people have been combing the village, but we've yet to find a clue, and the locals have been no help. Okay, I don't really care why you came here. Let's try this conversation again.
Well met.
Tell me about Lord Haran's daughter. His lordship says she up and went missing the other day. Don't know any more than that. However these lordling bastards handle their affairs ain't no business of mine. Ooh, perception. You look agitated. Something about this doesn't sit right with you, does it? Damn right, doesn't that lord sauntered in here like he's cut from cleaner cloth than the rest of us, and yet... Look, I don't want no trouble from you or him or anyone else. Just waiting for him to tire my ale and leave so things get back to normal. See, this is where it's benevolent 2, honest 3, and resolve all give me options here. I won't stand by and let an innocent girl come to harm. So you're talking decently. If you know anything but say nothing, you're just as guilty and honest. Your people know me for my integrity, Dangler. I swear I'll set the situation to rights. The girl, Elise, she was looking to disappear. You should have seen her watching the door like a sheep at slaughter. All the same, she didn't hardly speak to no one. Only focus here to talk to is Friggle. He shops by the broken tower. Bit of a hothead, that one. My advice is let the matter drop. Like I say, it don't profit to dig around other people's business. Alright, let's talk about something else. What rooms do you have? Make sure you close your window from the side face of Triggle's shop. Let's see. We've got the Worm's Nest. Ooh, a bonus against damage reduction, or bonus damage reduction against fire. Plus 2 dex. Dragon's Lair. That only lasts for 1 rest. It's 2 might, 2 con, and 2 intellect. Plus 1 might. Oof. Take this one. Blood Legacy. Doesn't sound like a great name for a quest. Yeah, let's go find the Orlin real quick. Oh, hello. The Orlin hovers by the window, peering out of it every few seconds. As you enter the room, she watches you carefully, her hand hovering above her stiletto. She raises her head to peer behind you. Anyone follow you? Who sent you? Someone told me you're responsible for heinous killings in Defiance Bay. Let me guess. Was that someone named Medrith? You're a big shot with the Crucible Knights. If I'd gone on some kind of rampage, you think you've heard about it? On the wrong side of his employers, now he's after me. But if you're really here to do his dirty work, I won't make it easy on you. Relax, I just wanted to hear your side of the story. What story? The Domols came after me. I just happened to rob the wrong place. I was supposed to know they'd already claimed it. It was an honest mistake. I was just trying to survive now. If you spoke with Medrith, you know where he's waiting. Please, help me get out of here. Alright. I can either send her into the ambush, send her free, or kill her. Go east. Alright. I'm trusting you, not much choice. See if you can send him the other way. That should buy me some more time. Who's coming up the stairs? I think that was actually me.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Not worth stealing, in my opinion. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Figure if there's some big murder that is going on. They would have mentioned it because they mentioned everything else. Besides, murders dozens of children. I'm believing that that would not have been a thing I heard about. Okay, let's go talk to this guy real quick as soon as I remember where he's at. Oh, yeah, over here. Oh, and I can try out some of my new toys.
Hail, traveler.
You find her yet? Yes, and I let her go. Don't want to catch her right there. Take care of you. Oh, he is a bad guy, isn't he? Alright, let's get one shot there. Just really want to see what this does. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. Oh, cool. I can... I'm not sure how this thing is supposed to work, but whatever. It's still cool looking.
Yes?
What are you doing? You're attacking him. You're getting over there. Oh, I think that we got this well in hand. No, they certainly did a good job of convincing me that they were bad guys, though. We switch weapons, keep beating on them. Weapon also ineffective. What the hell?
Not good for me.
Is damage reduction just that damn high? Shouldn't have been. Huh. Let's see. Fine greatsword, fine warbow, fine stilettos, fine brigadine, fine leather armor, regular brigadine, a hood, some gold pieces, some more gold pieces, lots of copper, lots of copper. You know what? That was well done. That was totally okay. How much money do I have now? 1,100. That's or 11,000. That's enough to go buy the veteran troops I need for that big ass war coming up. What's that? No stealing. We don't want to do that. Ah, there we go. This is a tannery. A cure. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. Something occurs to me. Might look ridiculous for the moment, but having things that boost your intelligence might actually be useful. Does anybody else have any stat boosting? Oh. Don't worry, we're just borrowing it. Let's do that instead. Since all his conversation stuff comes off of stats and whatnot, might be useful if he actually had some stat boosts.
Hail, traveler.
Laborer. A sturdy, broad-shouldered man wipes his hands on his slacks. He reeks the same foul compound that wafts from the vats, and his arms are stained with dye. Looks at your callous hands and nods approvingly. Fellow tradesman, huh? Hate to say it, but you won't find much work here. Can you tell me about Alis Herond? Only that her father's men have been banging down the doors and stirring up trouble looking for her. Never met her myself. That's strange. Dengler told me you two were acquainted. He watches you and smiles slowly. He doesn't miss much. What exactly did he tell her? Or did he tell you? He said she was looking for an escape. Her father's dragged her out here to get hitched to some backwoods noble. She wanted to escape all right, and I was happy to give it to her. Snuck across the river a few nights ago for some private time. Come to find out, we weren't exactly alone. The ogre, taller than Wilfred's tail, sprang out of the forest, and we were so lost in the heat of the moment we didn't notice until it was upon us. Crabbed Alis and disappeared into the night before I came to pull my britches up. Don't take this the wrong way, but the shop smells like an outhouse. I really believe the Lord's daughter snuck into the woods with you. Curb that clever tongue of yours. I'm afraid there's no right way to take that, stranger. Just tell me what really happened. I don't repeat myself, not for you, not for some noble's toadies either. Wipes his hands on his trousers and goes back to his work.
I'll get it open.
Stay on my private quarters. That goes for you and Huron's bootlickers.
Keeping an eye out.
Ready, Watcher. Right. I've got this.
Huh.
I've got this. I've got this.
Huh? I'll get it open. Finished.
Oh, hello. Ooh, key. Guess I didn't need to pick the lock. What are you, effigy's eyes? Someone stop him! Oh, somebody doesn't like me being in here. I have a feeling these are bad guys. I don't feel too bad about this. No, somebody knows some magic. Huh. I clobbered the shit out of these guys pretty good, though. Got some nice weapons on them, too. Well, he didn't. A hatchet, a small shield, some clothing, and some silver pieces. Where does all this go? Final Journal of Jonas. My son, tomorrow I become the effigy. Tomorrow I become Skane's embodiment on Neora. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. For months we met by secret conclave to plot our landlord's demise, all the while working the fields as our hearts were content. Skane teaches us to plot within the mind while keeping one's face impassive, inscrutable. Fair fights are for those with armies. The quiet slaves are Whetstone, our focus, and in his worship our cause finds focus, clarity, and possibility. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. By the time you read this, I will be dead. I pray Skane does not abandon me for speaking of my plotting, but as a son deserves to know how his father died, for I volunteered to be the effigy. Skane will inhabit my body, using his old farmer's simple flesh as a puppet of godly rage. I've been shaved and anointed. Tomorrow morning I will be your father, in name only, as my manhood will be removed, my nose and ears removed, my useless mortal eyes will be replaced with flint stones through which Skane might see the world. Holy shit. There's something seriously wrong with these fucking people.
I'm on the trail.
Yeah, honest to God, The only reason I got interested in that locked door, we worried about it if he hadn't freaked out. So Skane. What is Skane? Got a defiance, violent rebellion, secret hatreds, covert plots, resentment, and envy. Yeah. Sounds lovely. Looks like a salt mine. Skane bone. Huh. No, I should probably give all the people their shit back. What was that? The plus intelligence necklace? Yeah. There. Huh, wood beetle.
Let's go.
What the hell was that? Huh. Okay.
Let's go.
Durance's weapon isn't very effective. Nobody's weapon's very effective. Doesn't matter though, because it's dead. The cutest cat. I like that. Only seems to do that during combat time. Stained and rumpled bedroll appears to have been used recently. Crude symbol has been painted on this canvas and streaks with something that looks like blood. Oh yeah. Just loving the shit out of these guys right now.
Let's see what lies this way.
I'll get it open.
Yeah, use a lockpick. It's fine.
Finished.
Ooh, nice. Might need that later. Stone beetles. Stone beetles are fairly tough, apparently. Well, let's see if we can fix that. We can drop that, oh, good lord, these things are fucking everywhere. I know everybody's weapons aren't working very well, but come on, try to be patient with me here. Damage reduction of 10. I think it's slashing, so crushing weapon should be okay.
I have them. Let's go.
Okay, that one's dead. Yeah, we'll get one more chant up first.
Let's go.
Apparently my cat can swim underwater.
That's it.
It's fine, guys. Just keep hitting it. There we go. That wasn't so bad. We have beetle shells.
Keeping quiet.
Yeah, those are tough, guys, but not very bad. Having the auto pause when a weapon becomes ineffective, not as great as I thought it was going to be, honestly. I actually had higher hopes for that ability than it turned out to be. Let's keep searching this area because I don't. Oh, this is a big area. Deerwood Ruins. Oh. What am I in? Alright, looks like this is the end of that line. I wanted to make sure before we moved on anywhere. Anything down here? That doesn't look like. So it looks like this is our only way to go. That's always good to know. Oh, lovely. Okay, he got charmed. Okay, I need you. And you. As well as you. And you to go deal with that. You. And you. You deal with him. Oh, he's a berserker. That's why I can't see his health. That was actually really cool how that little missile exchange went. Alright. Let's do that again. There's a whole bunch of these guys going bonkers here. Yeah, I get it. Your weapon's ineffective, Sagani. Can I kill this guy real quick? Thank you.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a sentry. He's a horrible sentry then. He did not know what was happening. Okay, we've got initiate hoods, money, armor, and morning stars. Morning stars are two-handed, apparently. Good enough. We have cultist robes. That was slightly annoying. Lockpicks. Always nice to have. Alright, I think we burned up some spells, so let's take a rest. Sagani saunters over to you, stretching her legs. She holds a pouch of deer jerky in one hand and she offers it as she takes a seat from you. Intimate looks on hungrily. Long day. She bends one arm behind her head, reaching until you hear it pop. Just want to see how you're holding up. You seem to have a lot of long nights. Letting Kay hasn't assassinated me yet, so I guess I can't complain. Bright side, everything isn't there. Look, it's been a while since I've had a hunting party, but we're in this together now. And even if we're hunting for different things, we're still hunting together. She takes a hunk of dried meat from her pouch and bites a long strip from it. Immatic licks his lips and she tosses the rest to him. I don't understand what exactly is happening to you, but I'll help you find Theos, same as you're doing for me. I appreciate that. What is this? Durn scientists arrived seeking employment. You know, set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. Nice. Ooh, he's an expensive little baby. Dunrid. Sounds familiar. Spend the money, hire him.
I shall be discreet.
Actually, you know what? It's fine. It gets the accuracy bonus anyway, plus a damage bonus. 17 to 26 versus 12 to 16. Yeah, that's much, much better. Average attack speed, That one's fast, but that's fine. I have a fine saber. That's not too shabby either. Okay, there we go. Let's get you back on the sword and board.
Right.
Any more of these fine fanatics to go say hello with? Actually, no. It's worked before. It might actually work again. Oh, jeez, that's ridiculous looking. Good lord. Alright, same thing as before. Streaked in blood. Just want to make sure these weren't trapped. Nope! It's trapped.
Huh?
Say.
Huh?
Oh, trap missed. Okay, with that, bracers of spiritual power. Hello.
Keep quiet.
Let's take a look at you real quick then. Spell damage multiplier. Plus 10% spell damage. Oh, Aloth. That is your lucky day, baby. Nah, I think it's fine. Yeah, that'll be nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay. Oh, we've got a bad guy here.
Sure.
Holy crap, there's a whole bunch of these guys.
Let's go.
Whoa, that looks like it's painful. Where is... Oh, he's right there. Temple Fanatic needs to go right now. There we go. Guys just coming in from everywhere. Just target the fanatics down, keep them down. That sucks through these guys. Huh. Oh, it moves too. Cool. That is really cool. That lasts a long time, too. I dig it. More fine robes. Lots and lots of money. Give me the money. Okay, what are the odds of that chapped? Hey, grappling hook, I'll take that. So, apparently wearing their regalia doesn't help. So let's take this ugly ass thing off. You know what? I gave him a fancy hat at the beginning for a reason. Where's the fancy hat? There it is. Now things are all right in the world. That's some money there. Yeah, dude's got a death cult in his basement. Pretty sure the noble lady is not going to be doing well. Ooh, Mindbreaker. This may not be a fight I want to pick right now. Pretty sure it's not a fight I want to be picking right now. Now, which one do I want here? Okay, Aloth is already doing his thing. Oh, hello. Oh, just finish that guy off real quick, would you? Let's get some skeletons going in on here. Haven't used the skeletons in a while. The skeletons start ripping everything to shreds.
Yes?
Oh, Kana got dropped. What the hell did that happen? Sprained wrist, he's okay. Let's see what we got for all that. I'm just cleaning up on these guys. Fine padded armor. Karo Galan. Interesting. Drugs. Still, nice drugs. Pistol. That guy had the same thing. Interesting.
I'll get it open. Finished.
Scroll stack, arm, money, and a lot of grappling hooks with these guys. What is up with
I
that?
shall be discreet.
Yes?
Here, Con, if you want to start patching up your wounds there, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
Not quite sure I want to save it yet. Okay, the path ends in a precipice. The remains of a ruined bridge lie on one side of the chasm. The darkness continues below as far as you can see. Broken stones, pillars, remnants of the missing bridge rise from the abyss. Across the gap, you think you see a long stone bridge. Wooden beams protrude from the stones on the either side of the chasm. Despite their age, they look sturdy enough to hold a grappling hook and a rope. Alright, let's use the grappling hook and rope then. Cool, we have a rope tied along, and let's shimmy across. Slow and steady. And people are tired. And people are under attack. That's great. Not going to give you a chance to stop being tired, are you? Okay, how the hell did that happen? Alright, just focus them down one at a time. Kana. Give me skeletons.
Mullet.
We missed the bloody celebration, it seems. Who said that? Kana. Here, gave him something to worry about. Okay, do that. Come on. You guys want to get him, please? Guys survived way too much so far. Ruth is having trouble with that sword of his. I thought the corrosive was going to help. Eddar's now having ineffective attacks. That's annoying. Okay, Kana. Tear yourself up, would you, buddy? It's fine.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, everybody kill this guy, please. I'm turning that off. It's starting to drive me nuts. There we go.
I think it may be time to strike up camp. Ugh.
I agree. That was the plan once we crossed anyway. Ooh. Find blunderbuss. Don't have one of those. That's lock picks.
I'll get it open.
It's locked,
I'll get it open.
and I can't open it. I don't apparently have enough lockpicks. Okay, there's got to be a key around here somewhere, right? Where the hell am I? Jeez. Whew. This is a very, very big area.
And what does the flame reveal?
Also locked, but I can pick this one. Someone strung this, skinned this Orlan and strung up his corpse. Lovely.
Finished. Found something.
Oh, cool. Trap disarmed. Got a pearl and a bunch of money. Yeah, totally don't feel bad about killing those guys now. They were bad people. Oh, Jesus. Iron Maidens, torture racks. Okay, this is going to end badly for everybody. Because I am kind of surrounded now. Aloth does not want to be there. Who is this? Oh, that's the animal. Okay, where are you? Okay, Aloth, we really need to get you out of here, buddy. Oh, he's stuck. That's joyous. You know what? Since I got you guys all out here, screw it. Start dropping the area of effects. What you? Still working on that. No, never mind. He's down. That's about what I expected. Oh, so is Durance. Damn it. That's hardly good. Yeah, let's get some whelps going here. You guys at least hurt? Doesn't even seem like it at all. Yeah, he's about to get dropped like a potato. Where is it? Alright, let's see if I can pull this off. These guys are tough. Alright. Hold it. Do that. Thank you. Starting to lose my voice here. No, didn't keep Khan alive long enough to get his whelps off. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, we were just getting the shit kicked out of us. Yeah, looks like Eddar's last man standing. It's all you, buddy. Oh, we lost our summon too. Oh shit. Oh, might as well just try to keep going. No idea what that was. Oh, spirit shield. Didn't even manage to kill two of them. Oh. Lesson learned. Now it looks like we're going to have to do all that stuff over again. So, I'm actually going to call it apart here. Our next move is going to be. Because I don't really know what's up. Bad guys in there. But, I don't know. The thing is that we now have to go through that entire dungeon again. I'm going to call it apart here. I don't really want to do it right now. I'm a little tired. And I keep losing my voice. So, this is not a defeat. This is just a cessation of hostilities. And we will pick it up next time, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, I've been the Warboss Squee. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Peace.